How to react when a guy rejects you. Hello ladies and welcome to my YouTube channel. I have the pleasure to meet Mark Rosenfeld. Hello Mark.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here, sir.
You're the #1 dating and love relationship expert in Australia. And I know this is a subject that you can bring a lot of value because I have seen a lot of women asking me, Alex, what should I do when a guy rejects me? What are the best behavior I can have?
Yeah.
And I know this is your field, so please go ahead.
Yeah, I really do love this topic because this is a tough situation, and it's such a wonderful opportunity to really show what an amazing woman you are to the guy and have him really, regret what he's lost and want to come back. So when we get rejected by someone who doesn't want a relationship with us, there's this temptation to either really try to grip on and try to kind of claw him back and be anxious, or to just kind of put up your walls and say, well, I didn't want you anyway, push the person away, I'm going to reject you before you reject me.
So basically that the emotion will just take the lead and you're not controlling yourself.
Exactly. Both of these impulses come from a place of fear and they are totally normal. But if you really want to be perceived as high value and be your best self in this situation, the first step, the best reaction is one of vulnerability and letting the man really see you in that space. So this might be crying, this might be really showing your emotions, this might be, telling him really truly how you feel and that you want to be with him, but not saying, well, you have to be with me. It's not going into that anxious, it's just letting him really see you in your beauty.
And is it begging him, like asking him, I love you, please stay with me?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's about you being in your vulnerability, so you're leaning back energetically and you're saying, look, you know where I stand, you know how I feel about you, you know I want this. I'm not going to be the woman who chases you. I'm just going to let you see me real.
And right. I love this advice because that gives them the opportunity to be natural, to be themselves.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's so real. It's scary because it is so real, especially when someone might be about to reject you, but it's absolutely beautiful and important. The next step then, number 2, is to accept his decision in the moment. So if you're really beautiful and raw with him and he says, I appreciate that, he might start crying, but he might say, look, I still want to do this. Number 2, accept his decision. Don't fight him right there.
Don't try to negotiate.
Don't try to negotiate right there. Just let him see you where you're at, really raw. And then number 3, this is a big one. If he does reject you then, you're going to go home, you're going to be pretty sad, and it's really important at this point that you are able to give yourself a big pat on the back and reward yourself. One thing I say to clients is that if you're going to get rejected, get rejected cleanly. And by that, what I mean is get rejected, let him really see you, let him see you at your most authentic, your most raw, and let him reject that. Because not only is that the most beautiful for him, it means you don't have any doubts. Now it hurts a lot, and this is why you've got to be so proud of yourself for doing this. Like this third step, you've really got to go, wow, I am so amazing how brave I was. I showed myself. And we kind of beat ourselves up in these situations often when we've been rejected, and you should be doing the opposite. You should be saying, I am so awesome and so proud of myself for letting myself just get this clean rejection.
What I love to say most of the time, it's a man is not rejecting you, he's rejecting the relationship.
Yeah.
To not just take it for yourself. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I love that. I've never used that terminology before. Just really, being proud of yourself for being raw and real. And then that step 4 is where you really get into your own empowerment. So I like to ask, well, what were you doing? What sort of woman were you? How were you acting before you got together? Even looking at the feelings that you're missing and, well, how do I get those back within myself?
That's the most important question. That's so important.
Huge.
So please respond now. Just grab a paper and a pen and just respond to that.
You can say, how was I feeling around this person? And then go, all right, each night before I go to bed, let's say he made you feel really safe. Say, okay, each night when I go to bed, I'm going to practice making myself feel as safe as he made me. You then go back to doing your own things. You're seeing your friends, you're getting your fitness in order, doing your hobbies, kicking butt at work. And what's going to happen pretty soon is that man has this beautiful image of this raw, real woman that he lost. And then he has this space where she's now hugely empowering herself.
And that's when he will always come back. That's true, no?
Always come back. Which brings us to number
amazing.
5. Because
Yeah.
when he does come back, the tendency, at first he misses you a little bit, right? You do this, he misses you a little bit. And the temptation is he texts you and you say, oh, that's when you launch back in. You're like, oh, now I want to be back with him. And the woman overdoes her response. So if he just sends you one text, just send him one text back. Keep your effort relative to him. If he wants to win you back, he has to ask you out again and work. And then you're going to go out with him and work with him again. But you don't want to, you'll get that first little bit of interest and the temptation is to overdo it.
I'm seeing that a lot. For example, he will text you and then you will call him, you send 3 texts and say, hey, let's meet.
Yeah, let's do it again. And
no. So yeah, that's
he has to
amazing.
earn you back. He's pushed you away in your beautiful, vulnerable space. So now his effort has to be relative to win you back. I really want to see you again. I want to spend time with you. Okay, well, I'll spend some time with you again and see if you can be the man for me. You're holding him to that standard.
Thank you so much, Mark, because these 5 steps can just change your life. I know how hard it is when someone rejects you and you love that man. This man is really important for you, but these 5 steps can just change your life, help you to rebuild yourself. Can you tell us a little bit about your program coaching, your product? Because I want people to follow you.
Yeah, absolutely. Come and check out the YouTube channel. I'd love you, if you're an English speaker, to come check it out. It's Mark Rosenfeld, my name. And I've also got my Empowerment Academy where you can get 3 hours per month with me. So I'll put the link to that below. And I'll make sure I've got the links to my free guides down there too.
Exactly. So please go check his YouTube channel, subscribe. Even if your English is not that perfect like mine, go and subscribe and train yourself. It's really important to just invest on yourself, guys.
Yeah,
so
agree.
go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Thank you so much,
I
Mark.
love that you're about action. Alex is really about taking action. And for my clients, it's exactly the same. It's like knowledge is nice, but action is life, and that's why I respect your
Exactly. You will
so much.
always grow. You will always grow. So if you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section below.
Yep.
I will be here. I can translate also his response. So don't be shy. Just respond. Give me a like. Subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye bye, guys.